The hospital room smelled of antiseptic and faded roses, a sterile chapel where the only sounds were the rhythmic hiss of the oxygen and the slow, labored draw of a breath that seemed to cost more than it was worth. Professor Aris, who had once filled a 200-seat lecture hall with the thunder of his passion for Renaissance poetry, was now a fragile sketch of himself against the white sheets, his vibrant energy reduced to the faint, flickering light in his eyes. I had come prepared to perform, to offer some final, perfect quote from Donne or Shakespeare, to prove his lessons had taken root, but the words died in my throat, rendered trivial in the face of this immense, quiet drama. I simply sat, holding his thin, parchment-like hand, the same hand that had once animatedly traced the arc of a metaphor in the air. He was beyond speech, but his eyes, those deep wells of intellect I had spent 3 years trying to impress, were lucid and fixed on mine. He was trying to tell me something, a final transmission. I leaned closer, the scholar desperate for one last text to decipher. He didn't look at the books I'd brought, or the window, or the door. His gaze remained locked on me, and it was not a look of longing or fear, but one of profound, deliberate release. He slowly, tremulously, moved his other hand and placed it over mine, not clutching, but pressing down with a gentle, final firmness. And in that pressure, I understood. He was not asking me to remember a sonnet. He was not asking me to keep him alive in my memory. He was demonstrating his final lesson, the art of relinquishment. He was showing me how to let go of the body, of the mind, of the student who needed a teacher. It was a silent, willing surrender to the inevitable, a masterpiece of grace under the ultimate pressure. The hiss of the machine seemed to fade, and for a breathtaking moment, the room was filled only with the quiet thunder of his love and this ultimate, unspoken truth. When the nurse came, I